Hi, I'm Kim.
I'm Hayden.
I'm Brad.
We're 626 Ohana, California, and tonight we are doing the Urban Legends haunt in the OC.
So yeah, come along with us. We're gonna check this one out. I know last time I said that I wouldn't do this again, but Kim talked me into it. And we did something special with this one.
We did the VIP tour.
Yes, and Kim actually did the backstories, researched the backstories of all the different scary zones of Southern California legends. I have not seen them. And then we got a young kid, a 13-year-old's opinion. So we'll let you know what we see.
So what we're going to do is at the end, we're going to compare experiences. I know the urban legends, Brad doesn't. So we're going to see if it made a difference one way or another.
Please like, subscribe.
And follow along with our Ohana.
And we'll give you tips and tricks along the way. Let's go get scared.
So we decided to do the VIP tour. It's $107.99 with a dedicated lane. And we're supposed to get a special photo op. We'll insert it when we get it because we won't get it till tonight. And
yeah, so it'll be fun. The difference is $23 between the VIP and the regular.
yes,
And that includes up to 4 guests?
up to 5 guests.
5 guests, okay.
So 5 guests in the VIP car or 5 guests in the general admission cars. So however you want to look at that for the total. So far we showed you, we got these fun little light up things for
yeah,
games.
you're probably seeing, well, this one's kind of dying.
I know, huh? Weird.
I think the battery's kind of loose.
Okay, Hayden's is working. We'll give it back to him.
Oh, it has different modes.
Fun. Okay, so one of the things is if you want food here, you have to pre-order online with your tickets, or they also have one thing of a merch. So the merch is, sorry, we're moving. The merch is a hat, like a reusable tote, and a face mask, and that's about it. And that's all they really had is one package deal, or they kind of had festival foods that you could pre-order. So that's just something to know before you go. And of course we're just waiting for all the hauntings. Now of course we're going to tell you right now, this was done by some of the original creators of Dark Harbor from the Queen Mary event. So I expect this might be a little spookier than last week.
Yeah, so if you have any questions where we went to last week, we'll link the video down below, but that was
the LA Haunted Hayride
Drive Up.
No, the live drive up experience.
Oh, well, I thought I had it.
Anyways, so this is Urban Legends Haunt, and we are so excited to be back. Once again, you gotta understand, if your expectations of this is gonna be like a maze in traditional Halloween, they had to adapt. So just keep that in mind as you're going along.
Look at that moon tonight, blood red. Might be perfect for this event. What'd you bring?
I got cookies, actually little ghost chocolate chip cookies, and they gave us napkins inside of a little plastic bag.
Cool.
Yay, yummy.
So those you had to order online beforehand. And they were $10?
Wait, $10.78 because of tax.
All right, here we go.
These spirits roam the canyon to this day and were joined by the spirits of 29
Don't worry about the storm rolling in. I'm sure it's nothing. Please stay in your cars. Everything's A-okay, folks. Ah!
I guess that's one way to use the equipment.
Merry-go-round. Ooh, yeah. Is that the end of the event?
Huh?
Is that the end?
That's it. Okay, so we're back. Hayden, what did you think?
I think it wasn't really scary. I think the video in the beginning made me very enthusiastic, but after the first scene, I was like, eh.
Okay. Alrighty, so he didn't think it was... Okay.
There he goes.
So, you saw Hayden's reaction. He didn't think it was very scary.
I agree.
He enjoyed the first part, and we'll get to that here in a minute.
The only time I was scared is I was playing with the light in the car trying to make it work that they gave us. That was supposed to be part of the VIP, and it wasn't working. And then somebody came up and said something or did something and I jumped, but it's because my attention was on something else.
And talking of the VIP, we're really confused about this.
Yeah.
So we paid $107 and some change, was it, or something like that?
Yeah.
For a VIP lane. We were supposed to have a special VIP lane so we could see everything. Unfortunately, we got stuck in a weird middle lane where we're way in the back and really couldn't see a whole lot.
Not clearly. We could see things to say we could get if there was a storyline or something was missing, but honestly, it wasn't where if you paid $30 more for a ticket for a view, you expect a view.
Yeah, and I'm in the truck, so I'm a little bit higher up in a lot of cars, and I still had a hard time seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, if you're gonna go into this, do not pay for a VIP.
No,
it's not worth it.
VIP, no.
So that was the first problem.
Well, not only that, once we asked because we thought we were in the wrong lane that we couldn't see, the first person told us there is no VIP lane.
Yeah, they said there's no VIP lanes, and we're like, okay. So we wanted to double check it the next one we went to,
Right.
And asked a very nice woman that was telling they basically go through and tell you to make sure the lights are off and cars are turned off and everything for everybody's safety, obviously.
Yeah.
And we asked her, and she was very nice. She goes, "I don't know anything about that. I haven't been told anything about that. I'm so sorry." And she was nice,
Right.
And give her credit. She was very nice about it.
Right, and so basically the moral of that story from their employees and our experience, there's no such thing as a VIP lane. You've wasted $30.
Yeah. So
we're supposed to get a photo with it. They said that we get it tonight. We haven't got it a few hours after it's been taken.
And to be fair, we're going to give them a little bit of time to process what they need to process. And
so we'll put it in the comments down below if we get it tonight or not.
Yeah, and for us, and we'll go through the scenes and everything.
So I researched all this. I watched there was an interview done with the creators from Midsummer Scream that was going to explain this whole thing, what's going to be like, and one of their signature characters and stories was supposed to be La Luchura, which is the owl in Spanish. If my pronunciation's a little off, I'm sorry, I tried. But it was going to be this big, massive 15-foot wingspan, 15 feet tall, and they went on and on about how this was almost going to be like one of the crowning things, and we went through, there was no La Luchura.
I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see one.
And so we'll start with the first scene that we saw, and I'll be showing it to you now. It's kind of a drive-in, I guess a drive-in with car hops. I didn't quite understand that.
There's no urban legends that I've ever heard of that includes car hops.
And this is the scene that Hayden was talking, he kind of liked, because it was supposed to be going through kind of what was going on. Unfortunately, we were so confused of what was going on. He was the only one that was really paying attention.
Well, no, I watched it, but it didn't make a lot of sense of what it was, but yet in a way it seemed like it was trying to set up the scenes of what was going to happen. But it
didn't make any sense.
No.
It really didn't make any sense. They talked about Bigfoot and then kind of did some weird things, and that was it. Then we went on to the second scene.
Talked about something about the tunnel people and the mining and some other things, but it really was all over the place.
Yeah. And so we went to the second scene, which was the mining. And it was so dark.
It was just a bunch of people with black clothing head to toe, and some of them had masks.
Some had masks on and some lights on.
Yeah,
and
headlamps.
They were banging on some of the containers around, and
it made no sense whatsoever.
And there was
wrecked cars.
Yeah, wrecked cars that they kind of came through and jumped on. But that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
And we didn't really see a whole much. I saw farther down, and I don't know if I got a good shot of it, and I'll show it if it is a guy with a pickaxe that was further down.
Okay.
On my side, but that was kind of it. We're really confused, and all of a sudden it turned green and said, "Green, you have to go." So you turn on the car and go to the next scene, and the next scene was that the carnival?
No, it was the tents. It was supposed to be about Sasquatch.
Was it Sasquatch?
Yeah.
So you had a whole bunch of people landing and saying, "Oh, I'm scared," or something like that.
Something about screaming back and forth between tents.
I don't see anything. All this, whatever. Like they were telling campfire stories or something like that. And
or they're running for something scared. It kind of reminds me like a Blair Witch. Like there's some scared something they can see, but you don't see, so it doesn't make any sense.
They were screaming, scared or something, getting their tents, and then obviously the Sasquatch, which was a guy in a gorilla suit.
Yeah.
Goes in there and they turn off the lights and walk.
No, it looks like he kills the campers, and that was it.
Yeah, and then you went to the next scene.
Right, and then it was like an abandoned carnival thing, but it made zero sense of what it had to do with anything.
Yeah, I'm still kind of confused about that. What was that?
I don't know, but I think that's where they spent all their money in this whole thing, was these elaborate carnival-looking ride things
And we kind
that
of
really had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I really don't remember what happened there.
No, nothing. What? Oh, come back. Hayden said all of a sudden wants to jump back in.
So I saw the carnival thing and with the ear thing. It's supposed to be about an old carnival that burnt down.
Okay.
And there was like they found a bunch of secret tunnels underneath the rides, and they were finding secrets about coltonettes in it, and that was pretty much it.
Okay.
But there was no real scene in that part, so.
No, you just drove by it.
Yeah.
Okay.
you.
Thanks, Aid. That was really informative, actually.
Okay, so Hayden.
He's a teenager. Attention spans are small. Okay.
So he did saw some what was going on.
Okay.
He knew about it too. So.
But I didn't see anything in any of this urban legends.
Well, he said that was in the film before. He says,
Oh, okay. Since the film didn't make any sense, I think Hayden was watching more.
the film, and he said that was the front part of that front film that he saw, and that's when they were kind of telling us, shut off your lights, do all this
Right.
stuff. So you kind of missed it.
It was chaotic.
Yeah, it was not. And then the next scene was the dancers.
But then
on
they
a
did,
stage.
yeah, and then they did Bloody Mary at the end. So they did a little dancing and Bloody
then
Mary.
She came out and showed it,
Yeah,
And then after that, we drove out. We were like,
we literally pulled over and asked the attendant, "Is it over? Are we supposed to go somewhere else?" Because it was just so anticlimactic.
Yeah, and we're like, okay, that was it. And he goes, yep, that was it.
And then other cars, you could hear them like pulled off to the side,
And
confused.
there's the other cars are pulled off asking him, and everybody's
Right.
confused.
It made everybody's like, oh, there was no, it didn't seem like a big finale. I guess Bloody Mary coming out's a finale.
Yeah.
Just coming out of and I'm sorry, we don't usually spoil things, but we'll tell you why we're spoiling afterwards. But she comes out of like a big rig trailer at the end. Like the back end of a big rig trailer.
Okay.
For God knows what reason. It's
It
in there.
was anticlimactic. Everybody
Yeah.
were in, and then you just pulled out. Reason we're telling you so much of this, and this is hard for us to do, is don't go see this.
Don't waste your money.
It was a complete waste of money. I feel bad. The actors are really working hard trying to do what they can, but this was not.
Yeah. They were given nothing to work with. The Sasquatch and the gorilla guys or whatever, they're trying to howl on top of stuff, and you could see people trying to get into character, or the dancers trying to. The dancers did a good job of dancing, but it had no plot, storyline, theme. It was just a bunch of people on stage dancing to nothing.
Yeah, it was not worth the money. It was not worth the hour drive out there, and
no.
it was running around a half hour, maybe a little less.
Yeah.
Of time. It was nothing really made sense.
More time was spent going from one place to the other.
Yeah.
And then making sure everybody's car was turned off.
Yeah, it just.
It fell flat.
I hate doing this. We always try to find the positives of anything that we could go and do. There were no positives for me in this.
But real quick, I'm gonna tell you, I am more upset that I missed the MLB wild card tonight than going to this event.
Yeah, we're both that. So, like I said, there's nothing positive of what happened.
Wait.
Well,
The cookies.
I haven't had a cookie yet.
He was too busy. The cookies are worth it. Okay, the cookies were good.
Okay.
I will say, so that's our magic in this trip is the cookies. So my opinion of this is that the creators did not write a good story, that they did not, it was just jumbled all over the place. It didn't really fall in line with a urban legend storyline to explain what was going on. And really, I feel that they should be embarrassed of this. I felt like it was thrown together in a week or 2 weeks, maybe at most. And it felt like there was no budget for makeup or for much of sets. They had supposed to have got these great sets and elaborate and all this stuff, and it just didn't happen.
So, with that,
I'm gonna find my cookie. Okay.
So with that, we're gonna go ahead and finish up the video and say, find your magic. Bye, everybody.
Night, everyone.
Cookies aren't bad.
That's what I'm saying. Cookies were good.